Hello everybody. Today we're going to work on the main wheels, and the result is that Papa Hotel Mike November X-Ray is standing on all its 3 wheels for the first time. In a previous video we worked on the brake system, and this time we're going to insert the bearings or slide the bearings onto the axles and then insert the main wheel or attach the main wheel. So there are 2 separate bearings, an inner and an outer one. They are a little conic, and you have to insert the wheel. Then there is a special screw on it, and then you can fasten the wheel. Okay, done. So now for the first time I'm lifting the table. As you can see, there is a table keeping the plane upright, and now the wheels are off the ground, a little bit higher, so we can start adjusting them. The problem is that you could over torque the main axle nut, and then the wheels won't run. So that's not a good idea. So manual says is that you have to torque it or fasten it until there's no more play on it, but it still moves freely. So that's not a very scientific way of doing it, but okay. Once that is done, as you can see here, now we have to drill a hole through the axle, and so we can put a cotter pin in there, so the axle nut won't run off. So that's what we do right now. I expect it to be very hard to drill that, but actually it's not that bad. We use drilling oil, and especially if you go through steel, you really need drilling oil. It's even good for going through aluminum, but if you go through steel, you definitely have to do it, or else you will just burn all your drills. Although I have to say you have to be careful, because it turns out that the drilling oil somehow eats away all the primer. So I've never seen the primer get off the aluminum, but as soon as you hit it with drilling oil, it just slides off. So there's something in there that really bites into the primer. Okay, left wheel, same procedure. So drilling the hole through the holes are already in the nut. So every part of the nut has a hole. So then the top hole you drill that through the axle, through the thread of the axle, so you can insert a cotter pin. So that's what we're doing right now. And yeah, of course you have to be very careful how hard you fasten the nut, because once the cotter pin is there, there's no way you can change it anymore. Well, you could give it another, let's say, 6th turn, but that would fasten probably too hard. Okay, so the wheels are attached, and now we can start putting Papa Hotel Mike November X-Ray on all the gears for the first time. So we make some room, and we drop the table, and now it's on on its 3 wheels. So I'm going to disassemble this homemade table I had for the fuselage. As you can see, it's just a computer table where I put some plates on. So now it's actually we lower the back now, and now it's on 3 wheels, right? On the tail wheel and on the main wheels. So that's actually first time, and I'm really glad that we have it this far. So that's good. The brakes still don't work because there is no brake fluid in there, but okay, it's a start. So now I'm rearranging the workshop a little bit, so we have some working room, and now we can continue. Next step is actually the wheel fairing and the gear leg fairing. You can see here we're checking out how the gear leg fairing looks like, and yeah, it's again a lot of epoxy work, so that's not my it's not the easiest way. And also this is actually where most drawings kind of stop. I mean, there are 2 drawings of the gear lag franks, but it feels like you have to do more yourself. So up to now, drawings and manual are pretty straightforward, and well, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to get it built. But now when you're nearing that's not the end, because it's not the end, but when you're nearing some point, this point in time, it actually yeah, takes a lot of more of self-initiative, let's put it that way. Continuing building my pie in the sky.